Good, happy Friday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, firefighters face brutally cold temperatures. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
Calls come in and they head out.
It's the greatest job in the world.
Even the greatest job in the world comes with its own challenges. Firefighters and paramedics out in the cold temperatures, making sure everyone else is safe. And when the mercury drops, the number of calls will go up.
It's going to be who knows what. A lot of frozen pipes, a lot of, especially with the homeless population, will get called to check well-being on people as well. Motor vehicle accidents, slip conditions on the road, things of that nature.
And calls for house fires become more challenging as well, with additional crews having to be called in for mutual aid.
When we're at a fire, we may go to an additional alarm, not because of the size or the difficulty of the fire, just to rotate crews to make sure that they're not suffering the effects from both the cold in the wintertime, but also the heat in the summertime.
And that means more equipment needs to be brought in too.
We have to have someplace warm to put them. So whether we have to bring in auxiliary vehicles to, whether it's heated buses, command vehicles, things of that nature.
But Lieutenant Gordon says that even more calls will come flooding in once these temperatures warm up and frozen pipes thaw, creating problems in homes.
So in about a week or two, once it's warmed up, we'll probably get, that call for water problems, and they'll be nonstop throughout the day.
And firefighters urging people that if you don't have to come outside, to stay indoors as much as you can during this cold snap. In Portsmouth, I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. The best performing Asia indexes in 2017 look set for more gains in the new year. Asia markets have had a good run this year, shrugging off jitters faced at the end of last year over potential trade and foreign policy implementations. The new administration of U.S. President Donald Trump would have on the region. And here are some of the things that made it good for them this year. Hang Seng outperformed Asia markets. South Korea benefits from global recovery. Vietnam tops emerging markets. A Form Star performance slumps Watson store. And here's a look at some of the markets. Very cool indeed. 12 dead in massive apartment fire in New York City. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
Charlie not coughing because he took Delsum 12-hour. This is Charlie not coughing while trying his hardest not to wake Zeus. This is Charlie not coughing while sitting very, very still. Easy, Walter. And this is Charlie not coughing while getting a little too into Nana's party. Because he took Delsum, the #1 12-hour cough medicine. Nothing lasts longer for powerful cough relief. Delson, the joy of not coughing.
A frantic procession of gurneys clattered down the sidewalk, firefighters performing active CPR on victim after victim.
Burned. They were burned. Even little kids in the stretchers burned. It was crazy.
But for so many of them, it was too late. The fire at 2363 Prospect Avenue claimed at least a dozen lives.
This is the worst fire tragedy we have seen in this city in at least a quarter century. Based on the information we have now, this will rank as one of the worst losses of life to a fire in many, many years.
The scope of the tragedy shook even veterans who've seen it all. It started after 7 p.m. on the first floor of the building. First responders arrived within minutes, but by then the flames had already spread up 5 stories. Firefighters found victims on every floor. 3 of the dead come from one family.
We have a scene here in which 12 people have died and 4 are fighting for their lives. And in a department that's certainly no stranger to tragedy, we're shocked by this loss.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that did it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.